Ouch.
Power lines.
Yeah.
Kind of bouncing up and down until suddenly the rest of the tree gave way and it took it all down with them.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like
Fun.
I told Galabon, though, I might just randomly dip around anywhere from 10:40 to like 12. Anywhere between that time, I might just randomly dip because my parents have been pulling the internet early because my sister decided to talk back to them, and yeah.
Your parents have decided to do what?
Start pulling the internet.
Oh.
My sister has been staying up like all night and sleeping during the day when
Ooh,
we're
not
supposed
good.
to be awake during the day and sleep during the night. But my
Like you
sister has
do.
been very, very loud at night.
Gotcha.
So my mom finally had enough after Raven decided to curse out my mom one night.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Is he
Yeah,
older
that's
or
not
younger?
good.
Yeah. So now there's a lot more things happening than just that, but main focus that affects this right now is that yeah,
Is she
I'm
older or
not gonna have
younger?
internet. She's 21. She's older.
No, getting a little uppity there in her age, huh?
Man,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll talk to your mom. Go get her. Be like, hey,
All right,
Ivy-
guys.
Ivy needs an extra hour.
I'm going to adjust the timer by about 5 minutes because I have heard from a couple of people that they're going to be a little bit late, and I was setting up some stuff, so I need to go grab something to drink. I will be right back.
Hi, Paul.
Oh,
Hey, Paul.
Michael. Hi.
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 Hi, Paul.
You were lighting up, but you weren't saying anything, by the way.
Paul's the strong, silent type.
Still can't hear you, Paul.
That's okay, Paul just doesn't want to talk to us.
Yeah, or you're.
There he is. There's
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Well, hello.
It's she.
So I still had the voice modulator plugged in the back. Forgot to unplug it since last session.
Voice modulator.
Yeah,
I
he's
played a droid in
secretly.
a Star Wars game.
Oh.
Oh, actually, no, sorry, I'm secretly a woman. Is that what you're going to say? Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Secretly a hot woman.
Okay,
with the-
same girl, same.
You
No.
think I'm hot?
No.
Damn, I'm in.
Funniest thing I saw last night. Guy, he's been doing it for a little bit on Twitch, and he actually is doing a hot tub stream.
What?
Yeah, I
He's
can get
doing a
behind that.
hot tub stream.
Okay, wait, I need to Google this. What is it?
Why do I feel like that would work?
It will work, guaranteed. He'll get to the front page of Twitch.
It's work
Oh my god.
in a good way. So not only is he doing a hot tub stream and
In a
not a
bikini?
hot tub, yes, in a real bikini,
Nice.
he's actually wearing a fake chest.
Perfect.
I'll do one of
Isidore.
those.
His name
I
is
will-
Isidore.
I'll swim around in a kiddie pool full of Jello or pudding or something.
It's an inflatable kiddie pool and if somebody subs to him, it streams water at him. Oh my god, it's phenomenal. I was rolling all night last night at work.
Funny.
Like he was just talking to people and shouting out people in chat, and I was like dying because he's got a red wig on. He's doing the same stuff that Asmaranth and all these other streamers are doing, and I'm just dying. I'm like, oh my god, this guy is gold. Like, where has he been hiding? And he was actually trending number 6 on the hot tub stream.
Yep, knew it.
I was dying, and he only had like 400 people watching him, and I was just dying. I couldn't stop laughing the whole time.
Wow.
It's great. You can look him up. Isidore. Izidore.
Nah.
It was great. It was great. I'm sorry. He even told people like, where did you get your boobs? Amazon. It's called a breastplate. Literally. It's called a breastplate.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yes, look it up. Seriously. It's
Yeah,
a breastplate.
it's a breastplate. I know what
When I
those
think
are.
breastplate, I think,
Armor.
armor.
Well, if you want to call it armor, it's squishy armor.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You're right either.
They really are.
Oh my god, he's looking at them on Amazon as we speak.
Oh my goodness! What have I created here? Bunch
Do you
of
really want the
nerds.
answer to that question?
I don't.
There's a bunch of nerds talking about streaming. It must mean it's Thursday night. It must mean it's time for the Sword Coast Chronicles.
Sorry.
Hello, everybody. My name is DM Galabond. And I have some good news and I have some bad news.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Good news. Well, bad news first.
Bad news first.
Bad news first. 2 nights ago, I heard of, and then all the air started blowing warm.
Oh,
no.
Ooh. And Florida. Ooh, ouch.
Yeah.
And in Florida, yes. So,
Sticky.
so tomorrow will be, actually tonight will be 72 hours that I've been without air conditioning in Florida.
You at least have fans.
Yes, I at least have fans.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, but it's still.
Are they gonna get it
fixed?
fixed?
Yeah. Good news is that starting tomorrow, I have some pre-scheduled PTO that runs all the way through the end of next week. So I've got somebody coming out tomorrow, and I think they'll be able to fix it. I think it's just replacing the compressor, and
That could be
so
expensive.
hopefully. Well, yeah, it'll be expensive, but it's 15 years old, so
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, well, that's
it's gonna-
good. If it lasted
Yeah.
that long, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Well,
it's-
and yeah, you may be doing the. Is it cheaper to get a new one,
Mhm.
or is it cheaper to replace the compressor?
If it's 15 years old,
Yeah.
they might end up, because my cousin works in HVAC, because they're doing that new Freon system, it'll probably end up being cheaper for them to replace the whole unit. than
Yeah,
just replacing the compressor.
this one is new enough that it doesn't have the actual Freon in there. It's the
Really?
coolant is Freon free coolant.
Wow.
So yeah, but
Good name, man.
yeah, but it's still annoying. Good news is, so that good news is I have time off coming. That's great. And on top of that, good news, both of my local soccer teams are on a winning streak. One is at the top of the table, and the other one is, I think, tied, or as of last Sunday was tied for first place. And I don't know what's happened during the week. They play again on Saturday, so somebody else may have
Better
played
win
and
tonight.
gone ahead.
Know this.
Well,
They better win tonight or they're out of the playoffs.
Wait, you
ooh.
get it. Both your teams play on Saturday and Sunday?
Well, the women's team played. When did they play? They both played last Sunday. They both had away games and both at the same time. And then the women's team played last night and won and went to the top of the table. And the men's team plays Saturday night or Saturday afternoon. And as after the last game, they were tied for the lead in the league with New England, or at least in the conference, they were tied with New England. And I don't know if New England.
So you don't have a game on Sunday? Does that mean we have a game on Sunday? I'm confused.
No. I do have a game on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, men's team plays Saturday again. The women's team plays Sunday at home again. So I will be at the game, and hopefully they will extend their lead at the top of the table. But that is all ancillary, and we are here tonight for Sword Coast Chronicles Session 46. session I like to call the Restless Dead. When we last left our heroes, they were in a wizard's tower. In this wizard's tower, they were on the top floor. They had just recovered a magical item that Faldor, do you have it or does Mulek have it?
After my computer crashed the last week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Does that Heather or
Imagine
Ivy?
Mulek.
Do you?
I think
Heather or
Mulek
Ivy, do you
has it.
remember? Okay, so probably Mulek has it. And James, his daughter has a high school graduation dinner tonight, so he will be about half an hour late. So we'll see him probably in about another 20 minutes or so before
I'm
he
pretty sure
logs
that
in.
Mulek had it, but yeah.
Okay. All right. So then you guys also looked outside and you saw that phalanx of undead that has been chasing you since you left Kresk is getting closer. And indeed, when you go, I'm going to change the map for us and give us a bit of a perspective here. When you go and you look outside the tower, I have arrayed you guys on the map here for your dining and dancing pleasure. You have you see a group of skeletons and zombies coming towards the tower. The 35-foot diameter circle represents the tower. You guys can go in there, and everybody is 7th level, but I don't think all of your character sheets are updated yet. So take a look at your character sheets and make sure the character sheet you're using is updated to 7th level. I saw something in there that made me a little. I wonder why that is that. All right. Oh, and before I forget, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to turn down the music, so we're not talking over the music all night. All right. Now, you guys can choose to be inside, outside. I just put you there on the field so that you would be there, and the undead at this point are close, but they're kind of an unspecified distance away. It'll take them maybe another round or two to get close enough to the tower. If you recall from the map of the entire tower, which I can move us back to for a moment.
Question, Gally, is there a crenellation on the top of that, or is it just that room at the very top?
It's just that room at the very top.
Okay.
If you recall, a thing of concern for the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd levels of the tower is that there is this scaffolding there. So if you let the skeletons and zombies get too close, they may start clambering up, and then you may get undead inside your tower. And if you act now, we can give you the full exterior undead pest control treatment for the low price of 19,999 gold pieces. But if we have to go and do the inside as well as the outside, well, I'm sorry, that's just going to about double the price.
Sorry, everybody. Daldor's not that rich.
It's going to be like 45,000. So it really behooves you if you can act today and take advantage of this special that we are offering for the exterior undead pest control.
Can I
sign you up? Can I sign you up for the monthly service?
Yeah, it depends on how much that monthly service is, and can you take a down payment, and can I take your credit?
Credit? What's credit?
The check's in the mail.
The gold is coming through the parcel service.
My vote is we just run.
Hey!
Forest, run!
Who's for it?
You run towards them, right? Of course, I agree.
Swing your hammer. It's okay.
Can we?
Whoops! It's not that. That's not the. This is the one.
Do we need to run, or do we hold our ground in the doorway or something?
I think we hold our ground and take them all on. I mean, they're clambering dead. I think we can handle it. Maybe your god can protect us.
They're kind of close enough that you guys can see that they look like a garden variety skeletons and zombies. So,
why don't we just get in the door and touch a bunch of oil on the floor and then set it on fire?
Not a bad idea either. But let's not set the building on fire.
But that's not how you kill zombies.
Wait a minute. I have an idea.
Have you not played any zombie games before?
No? What the hell is a zombie game?
Right. No, I have an idea. Crinnerade had an
initiative.
Right. Crinnerade had a great idea.
I know, yeah.
Can I pour a line of oil about 5 feet away from the scaffolding all the way around the tower?
and
if I
you
everyone's oil.
Okay. To have that be enough to make any kind of a difference, you guys would probably need a lot more oil than you're carrying, because each of you probably has between 1 and 3 flasks. And that would just be like a little trail all the way around the thing. And so it would maybe burn for like 1 round and then go out.
How many entrances are there into the tower?
There's only 1 entrance into the tower.
Okay, so me and Kinraid will stand our ground outside the door. And are there windows in the tower, like looking out? Or?
There are windows from the 2nd and 3rd floor, but as people discovered when going and exploring inside, the floors inside are very rickety and don't look like they would support a lot of weight until or unless you get all the way up to the top floor.
I look out the window.
Top floor is very solid.
So
sure, you can look up.
Is this like we're trying to determine how we want to set up our defense, basically?
Well, this is a what do you want to do about the fact that there are waves of undead that are approaching. Okay. You have the ones you can see are the closest ones to you, but there are more coming.
I might lose connection here in a bit, but my vote is to run. We just get out of here.
Is that an option to outrun zombies and skeletons?
Yeah, we can say that there's like a boat that you could jump into and row across this lake to get away from these guys, if that's what you wanted to do.
Miss the chance of fighting a horde of undead? Never.
Look at it this way, Mulek. We could take them. If you're outside the tower, you can, as Grinner likes to say, wiggle your fingers. You can perform magic. So can Fowler. I can in the top crown.
I don't have it.
Take pot shot.
I don't really have anything powerful enough to take out waves of zombies.
Well, that's what me and Kinraid are for. So like, you guys take higher ground, and we'll just guard the entrance. I don't know I don't know what this Rictavo guy can do, and I don't know what this. Oh, Dez can do stuff from ranged, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Are these skeletons and zombies armed? Like, are they close enough that we can see what they're carrying?
Yeah, they're typical. They're typical zombies and skeletons. So the skeletons they look like they have moldering short bows and short swords, and the zombies just have their fists.
But they do have bows. They do have ranged weapons. Gotcha.
Yes, the zombies or the skeletons do.
So me and Kinraid could wait inside, and they'll funnel in, and we could deal with them that way, maybe.
We need to ride out a bit and then run inside, as you say. Yeah, we need to thin their numbers a bit before they get in.
I'll go up to the top.
If you guys want to do that, we do have this, and I pull out the sword, just the hilt we just found.
Okay.
Anyone handy with the sword? I don't know what it does yet.
Depends. How sharp is it? You say it's rusty. You found it in a tower. Where is it?
Well, I think it's just a hilt right now, but I think something might come out of it.
Huh?
Question. I remember me and Mulek going over the riddle of the sword. It's something. It could do something miraculous. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe Fauser can use it. I don't know.
Is it like one of those kids' toys where like pops up a little Joker from like a box or something?
I think it has to do with finger waggling, Kinraid.
God, not man. No, not me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see the sword.
Okay, and I think you guys have a handout. Yes. There's a Taroka reading handout. Yeah, it's related to card 3.
A sword of sunlight. Gotcha.
Yeah. So Fauser asked to see the sword.
Okay. All right. So you do, and
what does it look like? Do I recognize it? What?
Well, it's a hilt. So why don't you make me a Fauser is a bard, so why don't you make me and a cleric? Why don't you make me a history check? See if you know anything about this.
We're not in combat, so I guidance myself.
Okay.
Boy. Okay. History check?
Yeah. 15.
And a 1d4. Ugh. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then your total is 116. Okay. Yes, you recognize what this is. You recognize that this is a
Sunblade, perhaps?
I believe that's the one. Yes, it is a sunblade. Okay, so you know that once you are attuned to it, or once somebody is attuned to it, they can use a bonus action to cause a blade of pure radiance to spring into existence. The weapon will attack as a +2 magical weapon for attack and damage, and if you hit an undead with it, in addition to doing its normal longsword damage, it will deal an additional 1d8 radiant damage. It also emits bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 15 feet. And that light is considered sunlight for purposes of creatures that, have advantages or disadvantages where sunlight is concerned.
And since I wasn't here, how long have we had this sword?
You basically just found it.
Oh.
Like a few minutes ago.
So no time to attune. Got it.
Nobody is attuned to it yet.
Does it take a short rest to attune?
It takes an hour to attune in 5e. So yeah, if you guys tried to hunker down in a tower, you'd have undead clambering all over the scaffolding within 5 minutes. So,
hey, King Raid, can you use long swords?
Sure, but I can't use the hill. It's not very good. I can punch him with it.
Nah, brother. This is a magical sunblade. It's a very rare sword.
A magical what?
Yeah.
How could you make a blade out of the sun? That's way too far away. You can't touch that.
It uses solar energy as a weapon.
What?
The power of the sun.
You can cast the sun at people?
No, it just uses light. You know what I mean?
Like a torch?
Yes, a very powerful torch that's very deadly against undead.
That seems pretty handy, then yeah, go for it.
You can swing it as a two-handed weapon, and it'll even do more damage. But you got to attune to it, and we don't have time. There's a bunch of damn zombies coming our way.
But you can play tunes really well. Why do I need to attune to it? What's this?
Yeah. Good one. That's good.
Conrad's genuinely confused. He doesn't know what that is.
Yeah.
You have to take time to make the blade accept you.
It's alive?
Sorta.
Sort of. We don't have time to explain. We can't use it right now, so it doesn't matter.
It's a weird handshake.
Rictavio says, "We can stand here and discuss the merits of this blade all day. Meanwhile, those monsters are getting closer. Are we going to fight them here, or are we going to try to retreat? I've heard both options suggested."
Rictavio, where would we go?
We have heard that there may be a wizard to the north with a mansion. We could try crossing the lake and going in that direction.
I don't think they could swim. What do y'all think?
I think it's a damn shame to run away from such a worthy fight.
I think y'all ought to get in the tower and we ought to fight. And if it don't work out, we can run.
Yeah, guess we can blast our way out if we have to. Worst comes to worst.
Me and Kinraid will get inside and they'll funnel in, and we can maintain their numbers while you guys get higher ground and do ranged attacks.
Sounds like a plan, I guess.
Can we see how many waves of zombies are coming?
No, you cannot see for sure how many waves of zombies are coming, or zombies and skeletons. Zombies and skeletons, oh my. You cannot see how many waves are coming, but you can tell that there are multiple waves beyond the one that you can see. They appear to be the vanguard, if you will.
Aldor, quick. Can you go up to tower and get some vision? Let us know how many's coming.
Sure.
All right. So we'll say that you guys can go ahead, just array yourselves around on the inside of the tower as you would like to be, and we will say that you're on the top floor now.
How high is it?
It's I think it's the floor of the top tower is 40 feet above. So the first floor is 20 feet, and then it's 10 feet each one. The ceiling of the top floor is 50 feet off the ground, and there's no hatch to get up on the roof.
So, for range, I'm thinking how much. So it's 40 feet down to the first square, or
40 feet. 40 feet from the floor of the top. 40 feet from the floor of the top level to the ground, and then you have your distance. So
just add 40 to anything that we come out, right?
Yeah. If you want to do the D&D math. Otherwise, if you want to do the whole Pythagorean calculation,
Yeah, that would be just in range for me.
Yeah. So,
how far away are they? Sorry, the zombies. How much time do we have?
We're going to say that by this time they are about where you can see them. So they're about, for those of you on the ground, they're about 35 feet away. For those of you on the tower, they are
about 80 feet away.
Yeah.
I would like to cast a spell before we get into, as they're coming up, basically, so I can prepare myself.
Okay.
Get it, Captain C.
I would like.
Go ahead.
I would like to kneel and place my hammer on the ground, and I start praying to Helm. And while I'm doing that, I cast at 4th level. I cast Spirit Guardians.
Ooh.
Take him out.
Okay.
That's good.
And I want the sphere to basically be like right behind me, and then just circumference.
Okay, I think it's
sphere. Got it.
Yeah, it's centered on you. So 15 feet.
5, 10, 15.
Yeah. Now I remember the thing that I had to do because of the way this thing is done. I'm going to.
And obviously, I designate everybody in our party as being immune.
Okay.
To the effects.
Oh. Whoops.
Does that? So if I throw out some magical creatures, they would be susceptible to that, right?
Not if you do it before I cast it.
Would you have told me that you were going to do it?
Sure.
All right. I throw 3 balls from my magic tricks out to the ground. I just throw them out the window right in front of Falliger and Crinraid.
Like protecting our flanks, kind of?
Just getting all the help we need.
Okay.
All the help we can get. So I need to figure out who comes out. Let's see.
Did Sangzor run off, or is he with me?
No, he would basically be with you.
Okay.
And then we can go ahead and we can center that. Okay, Falliger.
Mm-hmm.
I think that 5, 10, 15.
That's right.
Oh. I think I made that one square too large.
Do you want to put the X beak like to my left? There you go. And you can put the weasel, yeah. Sounds good. And we'll just let him come to us.
Okay. So,
Can you set Fangzor so that I can control him? I can't control him.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. He's a large creature.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that? Let me just double check something here. Is that his? Yep, that is his. Okay. Then. Yeah. Generic controlled by Des.
I guess we could move up slightly.
Now, Heather, see if
I can move him.
Okay, good.
Does that Spirit Guardians just stay centered on you? Just follows you wherever you go?
Yeah, so if Faerun moves, I'll probably have to move it because it's not a token. So I can't give Ken control of it.
We want as many zombies to get in there as possible.
Yep. All right. So, yeah, basically that's the Cuisinart. All right. So I am going to do this. You guys, I guess you guys can go ahead and roll initiative now if you wish.
Spectral forms appear as an angelic forms.
Okay.
Formation to protect me.
Nat 1.
Oh boy.
Whoops.
Yikes.
Why am I rolling with an advantage?
Okay. You roll a nat 1 and you still roll better than I did.
Yeah, I've got a pretty good bonus on initiative.
No initiative for us.
Feels bad. So a bunch of skeletons.
The skeletons are all right, but the zombies are usually
better than I do. Ah!
Holy cow! What the hell is up with these zombies?
They're hungry.
Well, we've been sitting around discussing what we're doing, so they obviously.
I guess.
Brains.
When I threw my balls out there, I told them to protect the party.
Okay.
The bag of trick balls.
Sorry.
So they're just gonna protect. They're not gonna be offensive. They're gonna stay and protect.
The inner child.
We have inoffensive balls on the
defensive,
gender equal balls. Everyone has balls. Everyone gets balls.
Defensive.
You have balls. You have balls. Everybody has balls.
It's the Oprah of.
Judging by the creatures, they're hairy balls.
Oh gosh.
You're not wrong.
Okay, this is what we have devolved into, and that's all right. That's fine.
Devolved.
We're all just a bunch of overgrown children giggling about stupid things.
Yes. Okay. All right. Hey, welcome, Amish. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hello,
and welcome,
Amish.
Viewers. Got a few folks out there. Thank you guys for coming along. We're getting ready to have a little combat here. Okay.
A ball of a time, what to say.
So, Faerun.
Time in the old town tonight.
Faerun, we don't have any duplicates, so you are up first. What do you have any kind of ranged attacks that you want to do, or are you just gonna sit there and wait for them to come to you?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the dodge action. Let them come to me.
Oh.
Can I take the dodge action? I can, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's a feature of your character,
No,
then yeah.
no, I use my main action.
Yeah, you use your action. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, anybody can do that. Okay, so the skeletons, they come running in, and they are not at all smart. They can move 30 feet each. So they'll do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, hey. It's an amazing thing we've discovered. 5, 10, 20, 25. Oh. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, that one is almost close enough to get to Krenraid, but before they can do anything, I think, what do they get saving throws when they enter that area?
That is a good question. Spells.
Yeah, if you do that thing where it'll just put the text of the spell into chat, we can.
Yeah, I wish it would.
Okay, then in that case, I am going to do.
It says when creatures enter the area for the first time on a turn or start their turn, they must make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, there we go. Wisdom saving throw. And what is your spell save DC?
15.
15. Okay. So, we have 5 wisdom saving throws incoming. So, fail, 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 pass, fail. So, 4 failures, 1 pass. Did you already roll the damage? I don't think so. Yeah,
I did on the initial. On the additional cast, I rolled 18. You can keep that, or I'll reroll. It's up to you.
Oh. Okay. I did
radiant damage.
Oh, yep. Okay, I see. 18 radiant damage. Then we have that one is down. We have we have that one is down. We have that one is down. We have that one takes
half,
so 9, so it's bloodied. And then we have this one is down. Okay, so I'm going to take this guy who represents the skeletons and move him over here. So he's out of the way. I have to keep him on the board or else it screws with the initiative order. But the rest of these I'm just going to remove, so that we'll keep the battlefield clean. All right. So yeah, Krenraid, skeleton. Yeah, the skeleton came right to your feet and then just fell into a pile of bones.
It was scared of my masculinity. I get it. It's fair.
Yeah. That you put off such an aura that you frighten it to death. Okay, so zombie. They get to go 20 feet. So 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So they don't even get to the area. And then Thangzor will go.
You betcha.
So Des, what would you like Thangzor to do?
Well, let's see here. Sangzor would like to run up and see here. I apologize. Thought I had measured this and then I forgot. 20 and okay. I want Sangzor to run up, turn around over here, get a running start, hit this zombie, and try to play bowling with him.
Okay.
So, let's see here. Oop, come on. Okay. And let's see here. He has a charge move. At least 20 feet. Okay. Do. Okay. He attacked for 10.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
So, and he's attacking the zombie.
Basically, he's headbutting. He's ramming this zombie,
Okay.
hoping to like launch him into this group here. To this group.
Okay. All right. Okay, so there's no. I did not catch that. So, yeah, if you.
Sorry about that, Golly, and everybody.
Yeah, supposedly, yeah. Supposedly, if you click your token and then roll initiative, it will automatically select you in. But I've seen it where that sometimes doesn't always happen. So we'll blame Roll20 on that. All right, so a 10 will actually hit. So, and you would like him to do his special dadgummit. His special oh, that's what it is. It's
Out Oreo's down at Falliger. That's a nifty trick you did there, Falliger.
Okay. Damn it. So you. Okay, so here's. Okay, so it's just gonna get knocked prone. If it fails a strength save. All right, that because mechanically that's what the charge attack does. And you wanted to use the charge attack as instead of the ram attack, correct?
Yes.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, there is a ram attack.
Ram attack is an extra damage and then knocked prone. Okay, so roll your 2d4. Roll your actually roll 4d4 plus 3. And then I need to make a DC 13 strength save. Which he fails. So he is knocked prone, and he takes 11 points of damage, which will exactly bloody him.
Okay. I was kind of hoping to launch him, but...
No, it's just, yeah, it doesn't quite do that.
Trampling over someone is just as good.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I like the fact that he's prone. I like that a lot.
That was Sangzor. Anything else for Sangzor?
No.
Okay, Thaldor, you are up. You see that a lot of the zombies have been, or a lot of the skeletons have been destroyed by the spirit guardians, and Sangzor looks like he's getting ready to make a meal out of one of the zombies.
Nice.
I'm going to tap dance on his head. Dunk, dunk,
right.
Dunk, dunk.
And just twirl him around with his horns, right?
Yep.
I'm going to excuse me. I'm going to attack the skeleton in front of Falliger. Going to make that shot and hope I hit clean and true. Let's see.
Does Falliger, are you guys down on the ground?
Oh, 23. Look at that.
Yeah, that's going to hit for 12 damage. All right. How would you like to kill this?
It is a big thing of bones. So I look down and I have the crossbow loaded and I'm holding it and I'm aiming and I say, "Hey, Falliger, there's a nifty trick, but watch this." And I just shoot it right between the skull and just watch the skull crack as the crossbow bolt goes in it.
The skull shatters and the rest of the skeleton just falls to the ground. As a bunch of like a bunch of bone chips or something.
Nice.
Okay, Mulek. For the moment, you appear to have only zombies to deal with. For the moment.
All right, I'm gonna.
But beyond them, there are more undead coming, so you know you'll have more company.
So I reach down and swing my arm, kind of like I've got a bowling ball in my hand, and I cast Flaming Sphere at 4th level.
Okay.
Yeah, this is gonna be good.
It's gonna land right here, and then I'm gonna have it ram straight up into this zombie. So it's gonna end up right here.
Okay.
And he has to do a dex save.
Right, but can you just double check for me?
Mm-hmm.
What happens the instant that it appears?
Yeah, a 5-foot diameter sphere of fire appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within 60 feet. So I have 60 feet right here. And then my bonus action, I can move it.
Right. But what I'm saying is you are going to make it appear adjacent to 2 of your allies.
Yeah, any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet.
That ends its turn. Okay.
Yes.
So, all right, and it's just going to roll straight forward?
Yeah, it's going to appear, and then it's going to use my bonus action to direct it straight up like a bowling ball right into this one.
Okay. All right, so it goes into that one, and he has to make a dexterity save, is that?
Yeah, dex save.
You said?
Yep, dex save.
Okay.
16.
Nope, he doesn't. So he takes a total of
fire.
16 fire. And he is bloodied. Yeah.
And then I will command Ferris and Indiana and Egon to rally around the party members and down on the ground and attack anything that comes within their reach. So basically they're all going to hold their actions to anything that comes into them. They'll attack from their space.
Okay, so they are basically going to be defensive and not go out and hunting for heads.
Correct. They're going to just protecting the party members down on the ground.
Okay, wonderful. All right. And then Krenraid. Now, that ball of fire was really hot. And I'll say Mulek can yell down, just don't stop next to it. So
Don't stand next to the giant flaming sphere. Got it.
yeah, don't stop next to the giant flaming sphere.
Unless I want a tan.
You might get more than a tan.
Krenraid's gonna shout out, Baruch Kazad! And charge forwards right here.
Okay.
Into a rage as he does. He's gonna bring down his hammer on the one on his right.
Okay. $28.
6 radiant.
9 and 7 is 16, and 6 is 22. Wow. Okay. Now let me just double check something here.
That's the way to start.
Okay. It is going to make a Constitution save. This ought to be rich. And it does not get a 27. Therefore, it is dead. Yes, it is not the one that has the zombie turns on it. So you just destroy it utterly, Krenraid.
While I'm getting that motion, bring it down. Oh, look, there's one on the ground with a tap dancing goat on it.
Yep.
Bonk. Because it's on the ground, I have advantage.
Yes, you do. 27, and you deal 12 points of damage to it. Okay, so then it's a 12 and 5 is 17. It fails to do that. So how would you like to kill this one?
As this goat is tap dancing it, I'm going to grin towards the goat, be like, yeah, I know, I like you, I know what's up, and I'm just going to bring the hammer down on its head.
Okay, now this one I am going to move over here because this one has the turn order for the zombies, and if I delete it, it'll cause all kinds of havoc with Roll20. So,
and would you look at that? No one's within 5 feet of me, so I'm just going to go ahead and move back where I was.
Hey, there you
My
go.
little escapade went pretty well, guys. I enjoyed that a lot. And I am my turn.
Outdoors just smiling from the top of the tower. It's looking down and going, wow, look over at Mulek, and I'm like, I thought yours was good. Look at his.
Yeah, don't take him off.
No.
Okay, and last but not least in the round, we have Dez.
All right. So
Dez, there are 3 zombies left.
Okay. So Des basically makes motions with his hands and makes a throwing motion and proceeds to cast this. And
20-foot radius centered on a point.
The point is going to be basically it's going to be to where it'll get all 3 of these guys and miss Krenraid.
Can you ping the square where you want it to be? Okay.
So you said 20-foot radius. So,
20-foot radius.
Let's see here.
Yeah, so if you put it in the...
Well, that... Because we've got more zombies coming out of this direction, right?
Yeah. So here, to make sure that you don't get that, you probably want to center it at least here, because maybe center it on this square here, because that will be out of the range of the axe beak, which is large. The other thing you want to make sure of is that you... Yeah, and it will also be out of the range of Sangzor.
Turkey sitting here in my way? Krenraid.
He's not in your way. He moved.
He's not there.
He's here.
I may be frozen. I have moved.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I show you're still here.
Okay,
So.
no. He's
Okay,
he's,
so
I'm
yeah.
standing just
He moved
below
back.
you.
Yeah,
4
So,
feet.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
all right, so yeah.
All right, so there, and let's see, this is thorns, so let's go ahead and make this kind of a, we're going to make this kind of a different little color here to be like
Make
the
it
ground. Yes. So.
Yeah, it's camouflage, so it'll look like whatever the ground is.
Yeah, there you go. True. It even says that in the spell.
Unfortunately, it's a concentration spell, so I need to concentrate until it's time not to.
10 minutes. Wow, that could last forever in this.
Okay, so we're going to do an alternate. We're going to start with, I'm going to move it afterwards, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Just a heads up,
Yeah.
Gally. Ivy,
Jeez.
unfortunately, wasn't added to the turn order. Is it okay if she goes last and just adds it in?
I think I did add her, but I have to move her. Because yes. So let's do this. Let's do that, and then we want to put the center of it there. All right. So, do they have to do something immediately?
It says here that when a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet.
Oh, okay. So it has to move to take damage. All right. So nothing happens immediately. Okay. Nothing happens
I
immediately.
like how that spell doesn't mention choose to move. If you force it to move, you'll also take the damage. That's actually a pretty powerful effect.
Yeah, because you can drag things across it.
Yes.
Extra pull.
But
Yeah.
you would take damage too, though.
Not if you stay outside of it.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
If you have some sort of effect, or if you like have a lasso or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You do that. All right. So that is the all of these overlapping spell effects here on the board, and that effect you cannot move it, can you? So because I'm putting it on, I'm putting it on the map layer so that we don't accidentally drag it around.
The transformation of growth camouflage to look natural. I can't see it when it's yeah, it doesn't say anything about moving it.
Okay. All right. So
just that I have to concentrate to keep it going. So
yeah, so then for this round, I am going to let Esmeralda go now, but Esmeralda, you normally have a 12 on your initiative, so you would normally go after the zombies. But you're sitting there at a window in the tower, you see 3 zombies, you see all these spell effects going off. What would you like to do? Ivy?
Hi.
Yeah. That's you, Esmeralda. So,
Question. For Magic Missile, you can target multiple people, or is it just for one?
you can, if you're going to target multiple people, you want to start with, even though they're simultaneous, you want to start with one and see if it uses them up, and then once it does, decide where the others go.
Right.
So yeah, yes, you can. They can all be at one target or all be at multiple targets.
So Esmeralda will use Magic Missile through the window at second level at the zombie in the middle, and then probably go right. So she's up to number 5.
Okay, all right. So 2 force damage. Or no, that's 12. Oh, now that's doing all of them. Okay, that's weird.
Okay, so the first one does 2 damage.
Well, yeah, the first one actually will do 3 damage because it's 2 plus 1. So that's minus 3. And the second one will
4.
do 4 damage, which will kill it. Well, it might kill it. Let's let it do its stupid thing here. Constitution save. 5 plus 4 is 9. So actually, it's not dead. It has 1 left.
Rude.
The third one does 3 damage. So let's see.
It's a good shock.
5 plus 3, it has to do an 8 Constitution save, which it does. So it's still not dead. And then the fourth one does 2 damage. So now it has to do a Constitution save of 7. And it survives that. So it gets hit 4 times and and it's wobbly, but it's still standing.
It weebles and
Yay.
wobbles, but it doesn't fall down.
Yep. All right. The Ivy, if you tell me you're just going to target all of... I knew what you were trying to do, and so I wanted to let you do it. But if you decide in a future round you just want to have them all go at one thing, then I will count it as one pool of damage instead of breaking them up individually. So
I was just thinking, planning
means
ahead, just in case he died. Okay, that's going to be my next target.
Oh yeah. I knew where you're coming from, and that makes perfect sense to me. It's just these stupid zombies. They whoops. Hang on.
They won't die.
Yeah. So let me do this. I'm putting everything back in order. Falisher, before you go, you all look out and you see in the distance where several more skeletons and zombies appear. And so there's now more enemies on the board. And Falisher, now you can take your turn.
If I move up one, I won't be in that spike growth, will I?
Okay, I'm gonna have to do.
Yes, because you can't avoid it.
You can't avoid it unless you have. You would be.
Oh,
you would
hold
wind
on.
up being.
I saw her. Oh, well, I heard her. I saw it being cast.
Yeah, but
so, look, hold on. Oh, it just allows me to see it.
Yeah.
Okay, if I do a reg exam. Okay, I'll
You could ready an action or something.
I'll just take the dodge action.
Okay. All right. And skeletons, they will go. Oh God, these guys are so dumb. Okay.
Are they going to fire a volley first, or are they going to go in?
And it's difficult terrain, so they might not even get that far.
Oh yeah, so that's 5. 10,
and it takes
15.
the damage every 5 feet.
So their movement is halved in the Spirit Guardians, and it's difficult terrain inside of the
it's halved within the thorns, right?
Yes.
So it's halved in both.
Difficult terrain, and they take damage every 5 feet.
Yeah. So
when they get within range of Falisher, it's like, oh, we're
5, 10, 15. Okay, so Heather, be on the ball. Just start rolling damage for your spell.
Okay.
Because 2d4.
Okay, so doop-a-doop-boop-boo. Oh, there we go. 2d4. 5.
5. And they
How
are
many times
mindless
do I need
undead.
to-
Well, I've one so far.
Okay.
And then that's 15, 20, 25. So
Hours later.
roll 2d4 again. That's another 5, which now that one is bloodied.
And it's for every 5 feet that it moves.
Yeah, and it doesn't have enough movement to go any further, so it just stays there. All right, so this next one, 5, 10. So go ahead and roll 2d4 for this one.
Wow, they don't even go after the goat. It's crazy.
Then that's -6. 20.
What about the ones up at the top?
Hang on, they haven't moved yet.
Okay.
20. So that's another 6. Now that one is bloodied. And now it can move, and you don't even have to because it's on 1 hit point. So as soon as it moves again, it is destroyed. So it kind of grinds itself down trying to get through those brambles. Yeah. Then this one goes 5, 10, 15, and it takes a scimitar and attacks the giant goat, or short sword, and it attacks the giant goat. Oof. AC 12. Does that?
Yep, just hits.
Okay, so just 5. Yeah, 5 points of damage.
Okay. Ignore that.
Yeah. All right. So that should be. That's all he can do. Then 5, 10, 15, and he will make a short sword attack against the goat. It's a 6, which will miss. And then 5, 10, 15, 20. And he will make a short sword attack against the goat. Ow. And that will hit for 8. So -8. All right. So that is skeletons. Then we have the zombies. The zombies.
The French zombies.
Yeah. This one will try to get a
zombie.
will try to get away from the fire, and when it does, it automatically no. Well, actually, you don't even need to because it had 1 hit point as well. So.
It's the right reaction. I would do that too.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. So it is dead. This one goes 5, 10. So you can roll 2d4 for this. Oh my god, it's going to get 3 spell effects on this next move.
Yeah.
So that's -3. And then 15, 20. So Falliger, roll for your Spirit Guardians. And Mulek, roll for your Flaming Sphere.
Do I roll again, or do I use the previous one since it hasn't been my turn yet?
You roll each time because he has ended his movement with adjacent to the thing.
All right, so it's I'll do it again.
So
he takes another 7 points.
-7 from that.
40.
So Falliger, you can roll for the Spirit Guardians.
I'm trying to figure out how to get it to just roll the damage, but I guess I have to just cast.
Okay.
Well, it took 29.
Yeah. So yeah, what you can do to do that is you can just roll 4d8.
Okay.
If you don't want to recast it every time. So, but 29 is fine. So it will need to make a saving throw of 34, which it can't even make a saving throw of 34. So what?
How does it do a saving on 34? I guess I don't understand that.
It's a DC 15.
It's a when it gets reduced to 0 hit points.
Alive.
It comes back to life. Yeah.
Well, it takes 14 if it fails its dex. If it on mine,
okay,
it does make it its dex. It's only 7. So
okay, so it takes 7 there.
So it failed.
And then let's see,
Wisdom
just for
save
giggles
15.
and grins.
Oh, so it took a total, 43.
So
I think just vaporizes. Just
Well, and the thing is, it's each attack. So it's the Spirit Guardian's attack that really does that one in. Okay, so now this next one. Okay, Heather, 5'10", 5'10". So we have that's 5 damage from there, and then 15, 20. And so again, we have 16 from the thing if it fails a wisdom save.
10 from me, 16.
Which it does. And 15 more if it fails a... 16. What is it? 16
Dex.
con save? Or dex save.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So, it has to make a 5 and 16. It has to make a 21 con save or else it is destroyed. It fails, so it is destroyed.
Destroyed.
Okay.
This is awesome.
So,
funnel them in.
Yeah.
Why did we plan anything? This is significantly better.
5, 10, 15, 20. So go ahead and make some 7 and do it again, Heather. 7 and 3, 10 total. Okay, and then again, 5, 10, 15, 20. So you can do 5 and 6 is 11. And that's going to bloody it. And then 5, 10, 15, 20. These guys are not very smart. 5 and 4 is 9.
They're very brave.
No, they're just kind of there. So 5, 10, 15, and he doesn't. So he takes 1 instance of damage.
Okay.
And this one goes 5, 10. Hey, why are you guys stopped there? 15, 20.
Jesus.
Yeah, and he takes
4.
They actually get to roll something to see if they perceive, unless you just automatically say they're so dumb they're going to go that direction anyway.
Well, it takes their action.
This is disguise. This is blends into the ground.
Yeah. And this is a... these are also... these are also kind of... they're mechanically they're normal skeletons and zombies, but in the instance of what's going on, they are driven by the will of Strahd, which is to just destroy the people that took Tatiana away from him. And he doesn't care how many corpses get killed. He's kind of like Crenraid with finger waggling. And in control, Crenraid in terms of being in a rage. So he's like
finger waggling rages. Cremray's even more confused.
He's a barbarian vampire at this point. He's just enraged.
We have in common.
He's my brother.
I'm a zealot. I'm destined to kill him.
Okay, Esmeralda. Your goat is getting attacked over here, and some other things going on.
Okay, so where's the entrance to the door? Like right here?
Right behind Falliger, and Crinraid.
Yeah, I'm blocking the doorway.
You're up on the 4th floor, so you don't have a chance to. You can't go down, go out the door anyway.
Okay. So does that mean if I shoot a lightning bolt or something, it would miss my party because they're underneath me, kind of, right?
You good? Yeah, you good.
Yeah. The axe beak is not that tall, and if you're trying to hit now depending on where you're trying to go, if you're trying to go at one of these 3 that is around the goat, you might hit the goat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, ooh.
Can I do a lightning bolt?
Oh, you can do a lightning bolt. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Can you do a lightning bolt? Yes.
I sure hope I can.
Yes, my friend, you can. So that is going to be.
Can I aim it in the middle of those 2?
No, because if you'd have to aim it that way to get 2. Otherwise, you'd only get 1 creature.
But it's a curveball lightning bolt.
It's just because it has snap grid. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. It won't. It will only go through a single 5-foot square.
Yeah.
So. All right, so then she does this. Did that effect go off or not?
Did you guys see anything?
I saw it. I was paying attention.
Oh yeah,
okay. Okay, so they don't actually have a bolt effect for lightning. The closest thing they have is a beam of frost. Okay, so they need to make a Dex save of DC 14, right? That's what lightning bolts require is Dex.
Mm-hmm.
So
and half as much.
1 failure, 2 failures, and there's no way they can make a con save of 39. So we have 2 dead zombies. All right. All right. Yes.
That is our turn.
Okay. Sangzor, you are in a target-rich environment. Heather, what would Sangzor like to do?
Sangzor, see, this is what, okay. It's got a ram and a charge. But it's 9 foot. Can't it just jump up and down on these things? Kick it? Ram it with its horns?
Well, the charge, it has to have 20 feet. So if it tries to move away, it's going to get opportunity attacks. So yeah, it can just ram them. Because of the creature type, it just gets the attacks it gets. Okay. So it just gets that ram attack, basically, unfortunately. So 10. Unfortunately, they have better decks than that, so no. 10 will not. A 10 will not make it. Oh, and Amish in the chat is asking, is the goat Canadian?
Why, yes. Yes, it is. Big Canadian.
Boy, as the only Canadian no. I do vote this is a Canadian goat.
You fully support this endeavor. Very nice.
Oh, wait, that's Wisconsin.
Jeff, the maple leaf sticker on the goat on the butt cheek. You know what? Yep, perfect.
Wears a little
Maple leaf
mounty hat
tattoo.
between its horns.
It's horns.
That's pretty cute.
Okay. Anything else for Sangzor?
I think he only is allowed one action around.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't say anything else, so.
Right. Thaldor, you are up. Michael, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry about that. I had a phone call.
That's all right. You are up.
Yeah, I can hit that one.
Yep, you sure can.
I'm going to hit it with my crossbow. Hopefully.
Okay.
Well, that kind of sucked.
Yeah, unfortunately, AC 12 is not going to hit.
Yep, I whiffed. And this flew right past him. Sun got in my eye.
Yeah, do you have... You don't have a second attack, do you?
No. Rogues
Okay.
get a second attack. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mulek, you are up.
Okay. What do I do? I want to help the goat. So first off, I'm going to, as my bonus action, command Egon and Ferris and Indiana to go protect the goat. So Egon will then let me just get all my guys here. Oh, disregard that. I've got too many things on my... Okay, so he can go 40 feet. So Egon's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. And he's going to attempt to bite this creature.
Okay. Okay, Dez and Sangzor both have advantage now, thanks to the chat. So,
Thank you.
Both have inspiration. Yeah. Inspiration.
That is one inspired goat.
All right, so the bite will hit. Attack with 24 will hit. So deal damage 4 piercing. All right, so
and
definitely gives.
5,
Go ahead.
10, 15, 20. Actually, he's just going to go right. Oh, no, he'll go here. Whoops. I guess I can't. All right, he'll go right there. And then he's going to attack the same one.
Okay.
Indiana. Where'd you go? He's going to attack with his beak. Oh.
Ooh, that's a miss.
That is. And then Ferris is going to squeeze around. Can he go here without... he goes into there, doesn't he? 5,
yeah.
And then 15, 20.
I'll let him squeeze through. I'll let him run through ally spaces because that's fine. So he can just run through Crenraid and Falliger spaces. It doesn't cost him any extra movement. So
okay. So he can go 40, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, he can't get around either. So he'll just, I guess he'll just end up here.
Okay. All right.
Enough. And then as my action, I'm going to shoot this one with a firebolt.
Okay. All right. I'll let you do that. And that hits an armor class 18, right?
Yes.
For 14 points.
14.
How does your firebolt destroy the skeleton?
It just gets its center mass and it just erupts into flames.
Okay. Sangzar just sort of, or whatever goats do. And as the skeleton erupts in flames next to it, just sort of lurches a bit.
Yeah, and that'll be my turn because I can't move my fire because that takes a bonus action, and I use my bonus action to command my animals. So,
okay, Krenraid, you are up.
Right, this should be fun. So, I've got a question. If I run here, is this part of this square?
This square here, that square there, yes, that would be. However, this square here is not part of it.
Okay.
Which also puts you adjacent to the goat.
I have plans.
Oh, but and then you can run through the goat space because it's an ally, and this space is not in there. So you can if you have the movement for it, go here and then go here. Now you can't squeeze through the skeleton space. So if you want to get, I would suggest maybe get here by going through the goat space. And that would let you attack the skeleton.
I got this.
Okay.
25 feet movement, so that's 35 down. I can jump. Right. I am going to run underneath the goat's legs and jump here.
Okay. For that last bit of jumping, you're trying to make a feat of dexterity more than a feat of strength. So I'm going to say make me an acrobatics check.
Not a problem. It's just a typical long jump. It's up to the DM's
but you're trying to kind of go. You're trying to go through enemies and under an ally, and so you're kind of doing.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
I still want to do it anyway because it looks cool. So
it looks super cool.
We'll run here underneath the goat's legs, and as he leaps out from under it, screaming his head off like an idiot, I'm going to attack in midair as I run past, and I'm going to try and bonk them on the head.
Make your acrobatics check before you make your attacks, please.
You got it.
Ooh, 13. Okay. Krenraid, you wind up ending where you want to end. However, you are prone.
It's a DC 12 acrobatics check normally. I'm guessing you're adding additional die because of.
I'm adding additional difficulty because you're underneath an ally trying to go between two enemies. You're trying to.
I would have known this logic. I would have done something else, but that's fine. I don't mind it.
Yeah, so you still get your 2 attacks, but because you've exhausted all your movement, you'll be attacking from the ground. Which does that?
I mean, I'm attacking in midair, so I'm not attacking before I land. That's another ruling, which is free.
Okay, that's fine. I'm still going to give you disadvantage on those attacks because not quite
can I make the reckless attacks to correct that?
Yes, you can. You can make those reckless attacks.
Saying that you can't attack in midair. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah,
in fact, it encourages it as part of the jump text. So I was using.
And I would say it's perfectly in character for Krenraid. He's jumping and he's kind of off balance, And so it's sort of making a wild swing, but he's attacking recklessly anyway, so he's not going to get the disadvantage on those attacks. And but when he lands, he will land prone because of So go ahead and 18. Which one are you attacking first?
The one to my right. So the one that doesn't have the weasel next to it. The one that's further away.
Okay, so this one. So that's 18 and 5 is, that is, or no, 11 and 5 is 16. That totally destroys it. So that skeleton just shatters into a million pieces. And then the other one, 23 for 16 points of damage, and that skeleton shatters into a million pieces.
Hey, it all worked out.
Okay.
So jumping out of the goat, swinging like a freaking maniac and landing on his face.
Yeah. So it looks super cool, but Krenraid is now there on the ground, trying to get back up. But you know what? He made the thing. It's that. Now, Paul, you'll appreciate this. It's your favorite player who makes the slide tackle. And just gets the ball away from the danger area, but he slides right into the netting of the goal, and so now he's trying to disentangle himself to get out of the goal, so he can run back and help on the attack.
I did used to play national football, and I did play in defense. However, I never hit the goal, but I did hit the post, so that does hurt like hell.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yes. Oh yes. We've got There's a few guys that have made, and a couple of girls on the women's team that have made goal line saves for us, and then wound up their momentum carries them into the net. And it's like, because then it's that whole struggle to get away from the netting. All right. That was Krenraid.
For indulging me there.
Oh, no problem. Dez, you are up.
Okay. At this point in time, I am going to go ahead and just continue to concentrate.
Okay.
As long as these things keep wandering in there.
Okay.
So it is a concentration spell. So he's literally standing there, kind of one arm under another. He's got his pipe stuck in his mouth, and he's just staring at that space.
Okay.
That's it.
And remember that you can cast another spell as long as it's not a concentration spell. So just keep that in mind.
Right now, I don't have anything else. This seems to be doing well.
Okay. All right. I know that sometimes that rule is not clear to everybody, but I just wanted to make sure that you knew.
Since there was
that you have
a lot of
option.
my spells are concentration, and this one seems to be doing just fine.
Okay. All right. And we are at the end of the round, and of course, at the end of the round, you guys can probably guess what happens.
More.
More.
Okay, two things happen. The first thing happens is that another wave of zombies and skeletons comes into view. And the second thing that happens is the DM says, it's time for our break. I have 36 after the hour. I'm going to go ahead and put the music on and put the timer up and the slate up. Viewers, thank you guys for hanging out with us today. And if you have any questions for myself or the players, go ahead and let us know during the break, and we will answer those when we get back from the break. And here is your break time music. All right, everybody. I'll be back in a few minutes.
we breaking formation? What's going on here?
Like I saw an opportunity and I had to take it.
I don't want to do it, but I'm probably just going to stay where I'm at. I got other people I got to protect.
How many chances does a dwarf barbarian get to slide underneath a giant goat, leap 5 feet while spinning a hammer, screaming madly, and then decapitate 2 skeletons, and then fall flat on his face, but still? Like, I've played D&D for like 16 years. I've never done that specific thing.
Sounds like he'll really love mudslides.
The goat will probably appreciate it. I regret nothing.
That is my horrible design of a maple leaf. Sorry, my drawing skills are not real good on the computer.
Another question: is it like a like paint on the back of its fur, or is it like a birthmark kind of thing?
It's dye. It's a red and white. He's already got kind of whitish fur, so it's just a big like stamp of dye on his butt cheeks, one on each side.
He's dual wielding maple leaf nut stamps.
Yep. Dual wield.
Wait, does that mean if he sits on someone, do they get 2 maple leaves imprinted on them?
Well, that's if the dye is not dry yet. So
no, they just get the maple syrup.
Yeah.
Oh,
His slobber's just maple syrup from having too much maple syrup.
Have you ever seen the goat? You know when the goats like stick their tongue out. I can just see him doing that while he's like.
He's a magical goat. He's a magical goat. He just shits maple syrup.
Oh,
I was thinking yeah, 'cause it's on his butt, right?
Yeah.
That'd be an awkward pancake breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
The party questions. Yeah, it's like, where'd you getting all this maple syrup from? It's really nice. And you can show us the goat shitting it out. Everyone vomits in the background.
Wow. Just wow.
That's what I call a pancake stack.
Oh, Jesus. You guys are too much.
I do have good news, though.
Oh, my goodness.
Val is almost updated to level 7 now. I just have to put in her spells now. Haha.
Is that Esmeralda?
Huh?
Is this your own character called
Yes.
Belle? Or?
Val.
Would you keep her a bard?
Yes.
Good. Because now we have a duet.
True. What I'm really hoping is for someone to strike a conversation about Belle before Belle comes back.
Belle is, so I can't say anything.
Yeah, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, but 3 of the people here know who the fuck Belle is.
Jesus fucking Christ. Are you kidding me?
No.
Sorry.
All right.
Oh, I just saw the price of a book.
Oh.
I'm like, are you kidding me? A paperback book for $100.
What the hell is it?
It's for tambour work. It's a form of embroidery.
Oh, it's a
and it's like,
text.
Holy Mother God, I didn't realize. It's like, what the fuck?
What's the name of it?
It's called Tambour. Hang on. TAMBOUR embroidery, but it's the name of the book is
Tambour. Name of the book
Tambour
is
Work.
Tambour Work.
Yep. By Fukuyama. Usaya
Fukuyama.
Yep.
I've seen
$100.
It's £13 in a British bookstore. Do you want me just to buy it and send it to you? It'd be cheaper.
I can get it for I can get it for $29.
No, it'd actually be
Oh,
even
you
cheaper.
send it to me.
Oh, sorry. I was just looking at it on Amazon. I'm like, what the ever loving hell are they expecting on that?
We'll try to scab someone, right?
Jesus. I'm like, yeah, I'm interested in the book, but not for that fucking much. Of course, I hadn't even gotten much farther than that, so just to see what else is out there. But yeah, there's like 18th century embroidery techniques. If you want the hardcover, it's like somebody's trying to sell one brand new for $902. And someone else is selling a hardcover for $142. It's like, really? Okay.
I need a stab buddy. I will. I'll steal you the book.
I can get one for $42.
What, the 18th century?
And it's a hardcover.
Holy crap. You have to send me the link for this shit, or is it like some uber special place?
It just says, you said Tambour Work by Yusai Fukuyama, right?
Yeah. But then I was looking at the other one, the 18th century embroidery techniques.
Oh, that's the one you want?
Well, there's two of them. I was just saying there's this 18th century embroidery techniques somebody wants. And again, this is Amazon. Somebody wants a brand new one, hardcover, for $902.
There you go. eBay. Boom.
Ah!
Sent to you.
All right. So what were you saying? Oh, I'm so sorry.
That yawning.
Sorry.
That's the tambour work. It's time.
Yeah, you said how much is 13 pounds in American money?
$17, $16.
Jesus.
What?
Yeah, but then you have the shipping cost of getting it across the pond.
Actually, be like £6 to send it to you. It would be like a total.
I thought it was $42. Is 42 pounds?
No.
I found one for 12.
He's found one that's yeah.
Oh.
I'll have to remember that.
Yeah. Poutine. That takes me back to 2015, 2016. During the first 2 years that our MLS team was in existence, I was with a group of people that we did themed tailgates for every match. And I don't know, Paul, have you ever experienced American tailgating?
I have, actually.
Okay.
I haven't had poutine, though, as much as I would love to try it.
Poutine's delicious. I'll make it for everybody.
I remember the first time I had it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, of course, there are 3 teams in MLS that are in Canada. And so we were thinking there was, I think we did poutine for Montreal because we decided for Vancouver, since that's West Coast and it's right on the Pacific, it's like, okay, we've got to do salmon for Vancouver, grill some salmon for that match, and did poutine for Montreal, and I forget what we did for Toronto. I think we did like donuts. Isn't there like some kind of donut thing that they do in Canada? Or was that Portland that we did donuts for because of the Voodoo Donuts out of Portland? I don't know. I don't remember which one it was. But anyway, so every week during the season, we would do a different theme. And, we had about 5 or 6 of us that would buy ingredients for it. And then we would get out there, 5 or 6 hours before the match and cook stuff up, grill it up. And some people had generators, so they had like little portable things. Like if you needed an actual oven, they had like a portable oven that you could bake stuff in and whatnot. So we had a good time that year, or those 2 years.
First time I had 15. Oh.
Go ahead.
I was 14 in Montreal, Canada for the first time in this really good looking teenage girl named Letitia served it to me. I'll never forget.
Oh, Litidius.
Hideous.
Letitia.
Okay, you have to remind me about where that is because I need to go, obviously.
It's Latin for joy. I kid you not.
I'm
not making it up. I'm not making it up.
I completely agree with them, 100%.
Are you sure she didn't pronounce it Letitia?
It was Letitia. I just put it in Discord. I will never forget that name as long as I live. Or what she looked like.
Oh, right. Well, on that note,
we're worshiping the one God, is all I'm going to say.
We are going to get back to the top of the next round. And if Falliger can think about the monsters on the board, what would Falliger like to do to get us started?
He's like protecting, so he's not sure why everybody just ran off to his left over there, but he's just gonna stay put, I guess.
Okay.
Hopefully they don't get mauled by zombies.
Okay. All right, then these skeletons. All right, so we'll deal with this poor guy first. Actually, he's we're just gonna deal with him. We're gonna say he's dead. And 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So, Des, you can go ahead and roll 4d4 3 times. So that's 4 and 4 is 8 for this guy. Do they get saves moving? They don't get saves moving. They just take the damage, right? Because they're choosing to move through it, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the price. Okay, so then, okay, do one more set of 2d4 for the second guy. He took 7 from the first, because they're each moving 2 squares. So 7 and 6, that's 13. Let's see. Con save of 6 and 5 of 11. Con save of 11. Yep. So he's down to 1. And then, can you do, instead of 2d4, can you roll 4d4?
I suppose. There you go.
11. Okay, so just to make it quicker. All right. Do that. Then 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so 44 for this guy, 44 for this guy. No, 2d4 for this guy, and then 2d4 for this guy, and 2d4 for this guy. So 14 minus 14, then minus 3, then minus 5, then minus 5. And the other guy is out of the range. Okay, so now there are targets over here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Attack the goat. 5, 10, 15, 20. Attack Krenraid. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Attack Krenraid. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Attack the weasel. 5, 10, 15. attack Crinraid. So 1 attack on the goat, 1 attack on the weasel, and 3 attacks on Crinraid, all with short swords. So on the goat, 12. I think that, yep, that
just hits.
So 7 more damage, and the goat is now bloodied.
No.
Okay. Then the 1 attack on the weasel, 20 for 4 points of damage. Okay. Not quite bloodied. And then 3 attacks on Crinraid. Now you attacked recklessly. Oh well, and you're prone, so they get advantage.
Advantage times 2, yes.
Oh my goodness. A critical. So that's 10 points of damage from the 1 attack. 7 points of damage from the 2nd attack. And presuming a 21 hits, 6 points from the 3rd attack.
20 AC, so I think they all hit.
Yeah, so a total of 10, 17, and 6 is 23 points of damage total.
Take 12.
Yep, because you're raging. No, you take 11. You don't take 12 because it's always round down in 5e. Other editions, it would sometimes round up, sometimes round down, but in 5e, it's always round down.
Thank you. I always forget that.
No, that's fine. Okay. That is the skeletons. That is the zombies. Esmeralda, you are up.
Bippity boppity boop, it is my turn. Wow, what's that?
Okay, now, if you are trying a lightning bolt in that direction, you might hit Sangzor because of the angle, because the goat is much taller than the skeletons are. So if you're trying to get those guys, you do have to be concerned about where the goat is located. If you're doing something like magic missiles that always hits a target, then you don't have to worry about the goat.
Esmeralda will probably stay where she is and try and do another lightning bolt down this way.
Okay. All right. So...
Alright, I need to cast that. Whoops. Bippity boppity boop. A DC 14 dex save.
Wow. Zombies. You're asking zombies to make a dex save, you horrible person. Oh, wow. That made it. And that failed. So one of them makes it, one of them fails. The second one who fails, I'm not even going to worry about it. He doesn't breathe fire, he just explodes from the lightning. The second one will take 15 points of damage, which is enough that it might kill him. 15 and 5, he needs a 20 constitution save, which he fails, so he is dead too.
Whoa!
Now, two more zombies are off the board. Anything
Wrapping
else?
Up these kills.
Yeah. Anything else, Esmeralda?
I'll probably move over to the other side of the tower again, just to see, check up on Sangzor and hope the Kindred's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Crinraid and Sangzor are kind of getting ganged up on, but they have some friends now. As long as they left. Speaking of Sangzor, Heather, your goat is up. What would you like Sangzor to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and try and ram this guy, and depending on the results, he's actually gonna try and back up. I realize that might leave him open for opportunity attack, but he's
only going to take one.
cannon.
He's only going to take one one opportunity attack. But so attack first and then move.
Yep.
Okay. So 11 is not quite going to hit.
Why am I always rolling an 11 on that stupid thing? Huh. Okay. Okay, so then he's going to... I want to back him up. Oops, sorry. There we go.
He can move his full movement if he wants to.
Okay.
He's not... So he could go through the jackal space because the jackal's an ally.
So he was here. So...
Yeah. As he goes, he is swung on and missed.
Okay.
Okay, now, he is bloodied.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to do something now. You have a connection with Sangzor, but you don't really have. Doesn't really control Sangzor in the way that Mulek controls the summoned animals. So I am going to have Sangzor do this. Okay, that's below the number I was looking for. An 11. Oh no, wait. He has advantage. Would you like him to use advantage on that roll? Okay, 20 is above the number I was thinking of. So he does not get frightened and run away from the battle.
Okay.
I have a number in mind that, once he gets down to below half his hit points, if he takes more damage, he might just bolt because, oh crap, I'm getting the hell out of here.
How high up is this tower, by the way?
It's the windows you guys are in are 40. Well, the windows are about 43 feet because the floor you're standing on is 40 feet above the ground.
Okay.
And the roof is about 50 feet tall. And unless you equipped Sangzor with pitons and ropes and everything, he does not have the ability to climb the tower.
Okay.
He's sure-footed, but not quite that sure-footed.
Okay.
All right. All of that reminds me. Have you guys seen those goats? Where is it? Is it in Switzerland or is it in
It goes like climb the sheer cliffs?
Well, they climb the dam.
Yeah.
Because
there's hardly any footholds, and you're like, how the hell are they doing that?
Yeah, and they climb the dam because for whatever, there's a high concentration of like salts that are in the in some of the rock that they use to mix to make the concrete of the dam. And so these guys have figured out they like 300 feet up on the face of this dam and just sort of
ibexes is what they're called.
What the hell is wrong with these stupid things? It's like, hey Bob, see the goats on the dam? What?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. That was Sangzor. Thaldor.
Yes, I'm going to try to help my man Quinraid out and shoot at the skeleton right there beside him.
Okay.
I'm not worried about the zombies coming through the big green pasture there.
Yeah, they're kind of taking themselves out.
Oh, there we go.
18, that'll hit.
Wait a minute, he was in melee with them, right?
Yes, he's within 5 feet. So it's 23 points of damage. How do you destroy this zombie?
I see Quinraid.
Or skeleton.
I see Quinraid on the ground. I yell out, buddy, it's not over yet. And I just fire it and just watch it shatter, like as it ricochets around his rib cage.
Okay. Then...
You'll see in response is a couple of little legs just scrolling around in the air as he can't get his balance quite right.
Okay. Anything else? Okay. Egon. Egon has been hit and is hurt, but is not bloodied.
How did he get his own initiative?
I don't know.
That is odd.
Well,
I don't know how he got.
That's weird. Well, my guys are gonna
actually, you want them to all be on your initiative, right?
Yeah, and I'm right after. So
yeah. So all right. So it's your turn, and you can. Yeah, I don't know why he had his own initiative.
So my creatures are going to. They see the goat back away, so they're just instinctively gonna. They see Krenraid getting surrounded, so they're just instinctively gonna, protect Krenraid. So Egon's gonna go ahead and strike at this one right next to Krenraid. So he's gonna attempt a bite.
Okay.
Don't know if that does anything.
Bite of 11. That will miss.
All right. Axbeak will move over and attack this one.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I miss. And then Ferris will come up and attack this one.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Wow, they all struck out. Okay, that was horrible. I should have sent Casper down to assist, but I'm going to send Casper down to assist Krenraid. So Casper's going to fly. I don't even know if Casper can get that far.
Okay.
60, but 40. He'll start making his way down there to assist, but he's not going to quite get that far. And for my action, though, I'm going to firebolt this one.
Okay.
$25 for, oh my goodness, for 4.
Okay.
That was for this one right here.
Oh, whoops. I'm on the wrong layer. So -4. All right.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to send my flaming spear into this zombie right here. So it'll just go to right here.
Yep, and that
was I think.
Hey, you don't even need to roll because he's 46. On 1 hit point.
Okay.
Oh yeah, do roll 4d6 because I need to see if he's. 25 plus 5, or no, 13 plus.
He has to do a dex save. If he fails, it's 6. So.
Okay, dex save.
16.
Yeah, he failed that. So it's 13 plus 5 is 18 is the con save. Oh god, he actually made that. So let me just we'll put him here and we'll say this is zombie what? This is zombie zombie 10. No, there's zombie 10. Alright, so we're gonna save that. And he is on 1 hit point. Alright. Didn't quite get destroyed by that because he did that little thing. Alright. Krenraid. Looks like you are up.
Let's Beyblade. So as I stand up using half my movement, I'm going to bring my hammer around and spin it into the 2 that are in front of me.
Okay.
I'm going to reckless attack while I do it. So this is just constant spin.
Okay.
$17.
17 will hit.
And an 18. It is bludgeoning damage. I don't know if they're vulnerable to bludgeoning or not.
Good question. Are they? Yes, they are. They are vulnerable to bludgeoning, so they take twice as much. So one would take 30 points of damage. The other one would take 22. That's 2 more. So it was this one and this one, or was it this one and this one?
The second one.
Okay, so you started with this one. He is dead, and this one is dead. How do you destroy them? Just shattering shards of bone all over the place?
But as Kramer finally stops spinning around in the air like an idiot, he's going to get his legs underneath him, and as he rises up, he's just going to bring the hammer in a spinning motion upwards, just crush through them both.
Okay, and he is no longer prone. All right. So, excellent.
Target-rich environment. Happy to be here. That's it for me.
Yeah. All right. And okay. Then next we have Desarius. Des. What would you like to do?
Since this seems to be doing pretty good with zombies wandering in and just... I will just continue to... I'll just continue to hold that spell. And, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't have anything else that I can use on Sangzor to heal him or anything at the moment, so I don't have anything prepared.
Okay.
So I just keep staring and concentrating.
All right. And at the end of this round, several more things happen. So we have this, this, and this. And then we have this, this.
Is anybody else getting worried that he's going this, and this?
Yes, and we're not seeing it yet. It's going to be like this explosion.
Okay.
It makes it more exciting.
We have more skeletons and zombies appear, and in the air. Yes.
Oh.
In the air, flying over the lake, another figure appears. This figure looks like it's a humanoid, and he must be one of those finger wagglers, Krenraid, because he is flying without the aid of any wings. He just, appears to be soaring through the air, and he's got a staff in one hand, and he's got this robe on, which is billowing in the wind behind him, and he is coming up, and he looks at you all as he moves up. He just kind of looks down at the ground, and he calls out, "Well, Des, good use of your spells. And is Van Richten with you? I've been waiting so long for him." And Desarius, Van Richten.
Oh yeah.
And Does
you just realized you just broke his concentration, right?
No.
Aw.
You're not having to cast a spell to talk to him, so you can.
I know.
You can maintain concentration.
He kind of turns
But
a
you
little
recognize
and looks.
you
Holy
recognize the voice, and as it gets close enough, the visage of Eudovius. And
You're supposed to be dead, you old fart.
And Van Richten runs to the window and says, "He's still alive." And Van Richten calls out, "Mordenkainen, my old friend."
How have you been?
And the wizard that you know as Eudovius says, "Well, I've been waiting. I thought you all would have sense enough to come find my house. I've been
looking for the last 14 months. Where the hell have you been?
I cast Guiding Bolt on that guy at 3rd level. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna have to throw rocks at this guy, but no, it just looks like I don't need to.
I've been formulating plans. The last plan didn't go so well. I figured once Van Richten stopped fooling around, he would probably eventually get here and we could hatch a plan. What the devil is all this? Why have you gone and stirred up all these undead? Don't you know any better than that?
We didn't do it.
You didn't?
The whole time this conversation is going on, Thalor looks over at Mulek, and I hope Mulek's looking back at him. And we're just staring at each other, and I'm looking at Dez as well, like what the, and I'm like, who the hell is Van Richten?
Is this guy a friend or foe?
Friend.
And Rictavio will say, "He is the best kind of friend we could have." And the wizard comes up and says, "Oh goodness." As he gets close to the window, he simply winks out of existence, travels 30 feet, and reappears inside the tower. And he says, "Well, you all are doing quite a good job here, but seems like this is a bit tedious, standing here fighting all of these things. Are you all inside or any of your number outside?"
Does it look like?
We have
never
some
mind.
Oh, bother. And he steps over to the other window and he does another misty step and he's outside. And he looks down at Krenraid and he looks down at Fallager and he says, "You two fools, get inside. And I'll deal with this riffraff."
I miss all the fun, never.
And Krenraid, as you respond, you notice that that all of the creatures except for you, and all the creatures outside except for you and Fallager and the wizard in the air, they all just seem to freeze in place. And the skeleton next to you, it's got its sword ready to strike at you, but it's just sort of frozen there, like it's petrified. And then he says, "You two, get in! Damn it! When I tell you to do something, I expect you to do it.
It's no fun if they don't move. Am I supposed to make this a challenge? What is this about?
Oh, confound you, dwarf! I'm trying to save you. Now,
Save from what?
Scream down at Nick.
Seem to be doing just fine.
Don't argue. Finger waggler. Very powerful finger waggler.
Did he freeze my animals too, or am I able to call them back?
No, he froze your animals. And he froze Sangzor too.
God damn it.
Carry on this, whatever this is. I'm gonna start throwing rocks.
And
don't hurt my owl.
If you start throwing rocks, Eudovius will turn back to Des and say, "I wish you'd find more polite companions." And he flies over.
Seem to be doing just fine.
He flies over and Krenraid, he just sort of grabs you by your leather armor, or whatever kind of armor it is that you're wearing. He just grabs you by the tunic, and you immediately seem to lose all mass. And he just flies with you back up to the tower.
I didn't say I told you so.
I'm not leaving the animals behind. They're my friends. I'm not leaving them. God no, I'm fighting this.
Okay, so you're going to struggle against this?
Absolutely. I mean, okay. I don't know this guy. The animals are my friends. I know them. I want to stay with them. They're just standing there.
Okay.
Ador yells out to him and goes, Krenraid, it's not worth dying over. The animals will be fine. Come on, let's go.
But you don't know that.
I told you, very powerful finger waggler. We're okay. Let's go.
What do you say? They're yours.
Okay.
They're what?
They'll come back.
Yeah.
I'm not happy. Right. I'm not happy, but it's not worth fighting over.
Okay.
I'll let them.
Okay, then I need you. What is the... Okay. I need you to... Or I need Krenraid to make for me a... saving throw, and I'm trying to figure out what type of saving throw it is. I'm
allowing him to do it. I'm a willing creature.
Oh, you are a willing creature?
I'm a willing creature. I was persuaded by the combination.
Okay. All right. Then he doesn't have to try to polymorph you.
Oh my goodness.
He can if he wants. I'm still going to fight him even on polymorph. That's not going to stop me.
Okay, so the world kind of does this unsettling thing where everything seems to just vanish into a mist for a moment, and then you suddenly find yourself inside the tower. And Faliger, you run to the elevator platform, and Van Richten will call down 4th floor, and the 4 clay golems begin hauling up, and the door slams, and the outer door to the tower slams, so these undead cannot get in. And
I'll drop my Spirit Guardian so I don't deal damage to this old fucker.
Okay, so those of you looking out the windows, everything holds still for a total of what is the Okay, so I need to do this. I need to... Alright, for about 12 seconds, they just all remain frozen. And then suddenly they start moving again. And the Sangzor just bolts and runs away because that freaked him out. And so Dez, you get a sense that Sangzor is going to be fine. The Mulek, what would you want Casper to do?
I'll call Casper back to the tower, and then I would tell the other animals to scatter, to flee.
Okay, and they will do so. They will go ahead and they will leave. They will leave the area, and they'll just kind of run and run and run. And the skeletons are so startled they don't get any opportunity attacks. So those guys make a safe escape. All right, and then when Falisher comes up to the top of the tower, Rictavio is standing over next to this mage, and Rictavio says, Mordenkainen, it's so good to see you again. And Eudovius looks at him and says, what the devil are you babbling about? My name's Eudovius. And what are you babbling about, Van Richten? My name is Eudovius. And Rictavio raises an eyebrow and looks at Desarius and say, this is Mordenkainen, isn't it?
This is Eudovius.
No. I mean, look at that scar there. I was there.
This is the Eudovius that I came here with, that drug me here, that stuck me here.
I was with Mordenkainen. We were in the ruins of Castle Greyhawk when he got that scar. How? Mordenkainen, what the devil is wrong with you? I wish you would quit calling me Mordenkainen. I don't know who Mordenkainen is. I mean, he's made a couple of fancy spells that I've made use of, but for heaven's sake. Now, if you all are quite done prattling, everybody get around me as close as you can. And he looks.
Oh, you just grabbed me away from my prize. Why on earth should I trust anything you say?
And then he looks at the rest of you and says, should I just leave him here with all the undead?
No,
don't do that.
Shut up, Crinraid.
All right.
Very
Most of you.
Shut up.
Most of you say he should come, so he should come, and he waits for Thaldor to get around over here, and he says, all right, everybody link hands. And he takes his staff, which is kind of this old gnarled staff, and he just sort of swirls it around, and as he swirls it around, you feel kind of almost like this vortex that happens, and you guys find yourselves standing outside of a beautiful mansion. And it is in a valley where there is it is in a beautiful valley where it's just kind of pristine. There's no road leading up to it. It's just sort of near kind of a grove of trees. There's a little stream over that way. It's still Barovia because, leaden gray, cloudy skies and everything. And those of you who have heard of the Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion spell, this mansion kind of looks like that. And Udovia says, "Come in. Don't be my guest. We need to make a strategy. And Van Richten, you need to tell me who these people are. I need to know what I'm working with. The damned villagers I tried to work with last year are just useless."
Alger just looks over at Mulek, walks in.
I also look over at Mulek. Like, what the fuck?
This is powerful magic, guys.
You think?
He ain't lying.
Yeah, and
got something to work on.
Again,
Yeah,
I walk
but
over to friend Ray.
Guys is just like,
just hush. Just calm, friend. Hush.
I'm fine. I'm just confused.
Don't let it confuse you. Just know.
I get
Strong
left
magic.
here for 14 months, and you've been out flouncing around.
In a mansion, apparently.
I have not been flouncing around. I've been planning.
Couldn't you have planned a little faster? Come got me something.
How the devil did I know where you would be? All across this end.
I've been looking for you for ages.
But and as you come in, you discover that there's a large sitting room, and you can smell the odor of savory food cooking in the kitchen. And I think that there would have been enough stories from Uncle Abinadam for both Mulek and Thaldor to realize that when you see trays floating into the room, that they are being borne by unseen servants. But trays come in and they have glasses of cold water. And then Udovius just says, "Tell them what you want. The kitchen is fully stocked. We have some ale from Greyhawk. We have some wine from over by Verbabont. We have some whiskey that I got. Gods, I can't remember where I was when I got that. I may have been on Athos when I got that. But wherever it was. So you can ask them for that, and if you want some food, just tell them what you want. We can probably cook it up in the kitchen." And then he says, "Van Richten, tell me what's going on." And so Van Richten will basically, he tries to insist a couple of more times that this is Mordenkainen, and Udovius keeps telling him, "Stop calling me that. My name is Udovius." And so he finally just shrugs his shoulders and gives up, and he starts telling him, basically recounting the story about how they had planned together to come to Barovia and to deal with Strahd once and for all. And the reason they were coming to deal with it is that in Van Richten's case, his son had been killed by Strahd, and in Mordenkainen's case, there were 2 members of the Circle of 8, which apparently is supposed to mean something to this Mordenkainen, if that's indeed who he is. 2 members of the Circle of 8 that disappeared in a demi-plane several centuries ago and haven't ever been seen, and they thought that they might be here. And so that's why Mordenkainen was coming here to try to figure out what happened to his friends. And Eudovia says, well, I don't know about all that. All I know is that I needed to deal with this Strahd fellow. And so then he stops and he sort of squeezes his forehead, and it's like he's got a headache or something. And he's like, oh, gosh, gods, Van Richten, I wish you would quit calling me Mordenkainen. You're filling my head with all kinds of stuff. And he sort of shakes his head like he's trying to shake off cobwebs or something.
Okay there, big man.
Who are you saying that to?
Yeah, who are you saying?
It's Uduvius. I mean, he offered me ale and food. I already like him. Is he alright?
He says, "Oh, I'll be fine. I'll be fine, Master Dwarf. Thank you." And it's like, Dad, I don't remember a blasted thing about what you're saying, Van Richten, but there's something that sounds familiar, but I can't remember.
Pretty obvious you can't remember. Here, let me hit you upside the head. See if that jogs your memory a little bit.
Well, that's a good idea.
I'm gonna let you have your choice, Des. Instead of actually slapping him upside the head, I'm going to let you have your choice of making a persuasion check or making an intelligence check against this guy.
For what? Sorry.
To have a persuasion check to get him to tell you what's wrong, or an intelligence check to see if you can figure out what's wrong with him. Because it's clearly Eudovius, but he is acting a bit weird.
Okay. Well, we'll try. We'll try intelligence. I want to see what's wrong with him first. Mother. Damn.
Yeah, you have no idea.
I have no idea.
You're probably still pissed at him.
Oh yeah, I am quite pissed at him. I've been tromping around.
Melee is giving you an opportunity, and actually, before you spend that, remember you have advantage from the chat room. So,
all right, well, let's give this a shot here.
Yeah, don't mark off your chronal shift, Melik.
All right.
Yeah, just in case. So, let's see here, we're gonna do an intelligence. Is that like an intelligence saving throw?
intelligence check. So yeah, if you just click on intelligence on your character sheet, it should roll a d20 and add 2. Hey, 18. That's exactly what you need.
That's an intelligence save.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, no. It's an intelligence check. So
I thought there was something that gave me...
Just click on your intelligence.
Yeah, I know. I was saying I thought there was something that gave me advantage on that. There you go.
21. That's even better. Okay.
Thanks to that advantage.
You realize that your friend Eudovius is suffering from a mind blank spell.
Oh.
Which means that someone hit him with a mind blank, so he still has his spellcasting abilities, but it affected him in such a way that he doesn't fully remember who he is.
Okay, so would something like Lesser Restoration get rid of it?
Mind Blank is an 8th level spell.
So was
lesser is only blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned.
It would not.
Okay. What about Dispel Magic?
Okay, somebody roll me an Arcana check. See what you know about Mind Blank.
Just one of us?
Any of you. Okay.
Cranberry will not roll.
Okay.
20.
Wow.
Damn.
Whoa, Ken with the
20. Everybody except for Crenraid, who didn't roll, gets this, and unless Esmeralda wants to roll. Wow, even she got it.
Holy cow.
Okay. Mind Blank. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is immune to psychic damage, any effect that would sense its emotions or read its thoughts, divination spells, and the charmed condition. The spell even foils wish spells and spells of similar power used to affect the target's mind or gain information about the target.
Wow.
So Lesser Restoration, no. Even if you had a wish, it wouldn't work. But the good thing is it lasts for only a day. So at some point he will snap out of this.
Okay, so that doesn't make sense because he's been missing for 14 months. And
yes, he's been missing for 14 months. But
this is a protection spell.
It is a protection spell.
So he probably cast it on himself. To hide himself.
Oh.
To hide himself from someone peering into him, knowing who he is. So maybe he did that to himself as a protection.
Maybe he did that because he was leaving the mansion. When he didn't want to be scryed when he was out of the mansion.
Yeah, and when you say mansion, you're talking about the place we're at right now. His mansion,
the house where you are right now.
And you said it can't be dispelled?
No, it just eventually runs out.
It's a 1-day divination protection.
Well, actually, I suppose you could do a Dispel Magic, but it's trying to do a Dispel Magic on an 8th level spell. So you would have to Dispel Magic, and then the DC would be, what is it, 10 plus the level of the
spellcaster's modifier.
So, yeah, plus the level of the spell. So it would be 18 plus 18 plus let's take a look here.
Well, at least 15.
Yeah, it would be a DC of over 20. So if you think you can do a dispel magic with a DC that's north of 20, you're welcome to try it. But you know that something that powerful, and if he did it to protect himself, he's probably really, really powerful.
We can wait.
Yeah, and so you guys basically have run of the place. The Eudovius will show you to the guest wing, and there's enough rooms where you all can have go and get a long rest, and there's places you can bathe, and there's a large dining room and whatnot. And let me see. What does this thing say? It says. Okay. It says this. Oh, okay.
DC equals 10 plus the spell's level, so that's just 18. Right?
Oh, and it doesn't take into account the spellcaster's modifier?
It says any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I think Paul and I were remembering an older edition where you also have to basically do an opposed check against the caster's intelligence modifier. So, but you don't have to do so. Yeah, if you want to try a dispel magic and see if you can pull off a DC 18,
he'll probably just counterspell you.
I was about to say exactly. Yep. If he wants that, he's not going to let it go away.
Yeah, especially if he thinks you're, because he may not know what you're trying to dispel. So he may just reflexively try to do a counter spell.
Has anybody mentioned that he's under a mind blank spell?
Yeah, I think all.
Yeah, you would have spoke up.
Yeah,
we figured it out.
You figured it out too. So you would realize, Valdor, that he's under Valiger. You would realize that he's under the effects of a mind blank.
And it'll go away after a day.
And it'll go away.
Yeah, but nobody's brought it up in conversation.
Right, but you would know it. You wouldn't have to have somebody tell you what it is for you to know what it is.
Hey, Eudovius, I don't know you from Adam, but just so you know, you're under the effects of a mind blank spell.
Mind blank? Oh, well, that sounds like a sensible precaution. Going out, leaving the mansion where I might be scryed by Strahd. Yes, that sounds like something that would be sensible to do. So now,
I just thought I'd ask.
That'll wear off after a while.
All right, so you don't want to remove it. Got it.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to try to dispel it?
I mean, you could dispel it. It's your magic.
Yes, but I'd still have to... Oh, wait a second. Yes, of course I can. Okay. And then he cast the spell on himself, cast a spell magic on himself, and then he sort of shakes his head, and he says, Van Richten, Desarius, you're safe. Oh, that's good. And Rictavio says, Mordenkainen? And he looks and he says, yes? What? Oh, thank the gods. Do you remember casting the mind blank on yourself? Yes. Well, you forgot who you were. You have been pretending to be this Eudovius for so long that you thought that was really your name. Oh. Well, yes, of course. At
this time, there's this really pissed off looking, like 7 foot plus tall
Furbog.
Right,
Furbog standing there, just kind of this pipe stuck in his mouth, but he's not even sucking on it. It's obviously gone cold, and he's just staring.
An equally angry dwarf is sitting right next to this giant furbog, also with a pipe that's now copying it.
Pretty much the same. Yeah, you got 2 identical.
I'm significantly shorter. I look like this child.
Yeah.
Of this giant furbog.
Listen, this all seems rather confusing, and everybody seems a little agitated. That food smells delicious. We could use a hot meal. Perhaps we can sit down and discuss what in the F is going on.
Of course, and we should plan what we're going to do about Strahd after all. Van Richten, I see you've been reacquainted with your apprentice, Esmeralda. I've heard a lot about you. Van Richten's told me much. It's a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance. My name is Mordenkainen. You probably thought I was dead long before you were born, but the multiverse will have to try very hard to kill me.
My name's Falazure. It's an honor to meet you, sir. I've read a lot about you.
Oh, Falazure. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's always nice to meet someone that has some manners. And then he kind of gives Dez a little bit of a look.
Dez looks right back at him, just kind of like, really? We're gonna play this game? Really?
From his cockpit, he does.
Well, Desarius, when we met, there were all those other folk around. I didn't want them to know it was me. I always planned to tell you at some point in time.
There was plenty of time to tell me.
Well, you're here and you're alive. That's what's important. We still have a chance to make our plan happen against Strahd. But Van Richten, I think I have a lead on where our two fellow members of the Circle of Eight have gone. I think they disappeared into the Amber Temple. I think we want to go get them before we go after Strahd. What do you say? And Van Richten sort of pinches the bridge of his nose, says, well, if you're with us, that may change things, but we had rejected out of hand going to that place. Your friend Desarius has had some knowledge of it since he has been here. I also know it a place of great evil. Oh, yes, but of course, all the places that are fun to go are the evil ones. I mean, don't you remember going through the bowels of Castle Greyhawk? All of the wonderful stuff we found down there. Van Richten's like, oh, quite. And says, you've grown old, Van Richten. You've lost your sense of adventure. Van Richten says, I came here with a purpose, my friend. I aim to see that purpose fulfilled. If we have to go to the Amber Temple to fulfill that purpose, I will. But let us not take any unnecessary diversions. You and I shouldn't just talk. What say the rest of you folk?
Talk over food sounds good to me.
He sort of looks around at Thalidor and Balazur and Dez and Mulek and Esmeralda.
Look back at him and is gonna it just kind of gives him that look like we're still gonna talk.
Balazur just sits down and gets ready for the meal.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mulek is just looking at him saying, my name's Mulek. I'm not upset with you at all. You're magic and I'm everything you teach me.
Okay, you were breaking up a little bit there.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I tell him, hi, my name's Mulek. I'm not mad like some of these other folk, but I think your magic is cool, and I want to learn everything you can teach me.
And Mordenkainen looks at you and says, you're almost as smooth as the bard. But again, good to see polite folk. Well, Van Richten, I see most of your friends are polite. And
Hello. I'm sorry. I was waiting on my turn. I am Thalidor Amelid. These are my friends, and I'm here for the group. I'm here with everyone, and what we got to do is what we got to do. So, and I'm also Falazur's manager, but that's another story.
Balazur's manager. Very well.
I don't know why we're angry with you, but I'm Crenraid Hillcrest of the Hillcrest folk. It's nice to meet you, I think. He looks at Des.
And Mordenkainen says, He looks you up and down and says, well, I know why you're angry at me, and it's perfectly natural. I took you away from battle when the bloodlust was on you.
No. You offered me food and booze. We're good. I think that he's angry with you, so I'm angry with you.
Oh. Well, loyalty is good. And Desarius... Desarius may hold a grudge, but Desarius is good folk.
I might
you'll
be
find
good
a true...
folk, but you've pushed me to the edge there. Whatever.
Des.
Been stuck here looking for you for 14 months.
Des.
Oh, wow.
What?
I have some Furbolg vodka. We'll break out a bottle. We'll talk tonight after the rest of these turn in.
Better be a damn good story.
I'll do my best. And then he turns and he looks at Falazur. He says, "Don't you folk have something you can do to help make someone's story sound better?"
That might cost you a little bit.
Good answer.
And he looks back at Thalidor and says, "I do control who's allowed in the mansion and who's not."
I told you I was his manager. I didn't say what the cost would be.
You got
All
a
right.
real nice mansion here. I'm sure you got some baubles you wouldn't mind just giving away, would you?
And I look over at Crenraid, give him a wink, and said, "Now you're thinking like a thief." Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Oh, no. I'm thinking like a thief of the hearts. Clearly, right? Uh-huh.
Right.
I'd be honored to play something for you. After dinner, of course.
There's the price.
Wonderful.
Food.
Wonderful. Well, and as you guys go and settle around a large table, the unseen servants start bringing in platters, and it's like whatever you guys are hungry for seems to be on the menu. Maybe it's not exactly what you were thinking of, but it's close enough that it's like, oh yeah, that looks really good. And the food is quite delicious. It's very well prepared. It's like this mansion must come with Michelin star chefs. And those of you who drink water or juice or something non-alcoholic, it is like the most pristine you've ever had. Those of you who indulge in some alcohol, it's the best ale or wine or spirits that you've ever tasted. Well, except Krenraid, it doesn't quite measure up to Dwarven Ale. But
that might just be my prejudice, though. It may actually be better, but in Krenraid's head, it's going to take a lot to beat that.
It's the Dwarven taste buds have evolved to, it's just the right amount of bite and finish in the Dwarven Ale that just so perfectly matches with a dwarf's taste buds that anything brewed by other races just doesn't quite measure up.
It's not quite toxic enough.
Yeah. And Mordenkainen seems to, he says, I'm sorry. I had a band of dwarves visit me a few decades ago, and they cleaned out all the barrels I hadn't had a chance to restock. Next time I get over to Deephold, I plan to bring some of the to get a few barrels of the Deephold stout. If you come back after that, I trust you will think that I've set a proper table, Master Dwarf.
You've set a proper table. You've provided food. My friends are all here. This is all I could ask for. Sure, some nicer drink would have been appreciated, but you're giving me drink. I'm not going to complain about it ever.
Well, very good then.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm still angry at you. I don't know why.
And he looks at you and he says, that anger is fuel for you. Hang on to it. You're going to need it. And he says, now, and he rubs his hands together, says, let's get down to planning. But before we do that, we have reached the end of our session. And we will start next time with planning what you want to do about Strahd now that you are staying in the mansion of someone that for several of you seems like a figure out of myth and legend that has just wandered in and does a friend that still has annoyed you because they weren't straight with you, and then they didn't come and find you after they lost touch with you for all these months. So, viewers, thank you guys for hanging out with us. And I have two things that I would like to do as usual. I would like to go ahead and invite both Michael and Paul to tell us what's coming up on their streams between now and next Thursday. So, Michael, go ahead. What's up with you? What's coming up on the Desires channel?
Yeah, over on my Doors of Fear channel tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow night I'll be streaming Dragon Heist this week. We postponed last week's game. I was a little under the weather, so we're gonna continue this week. And between now and then, I'll probably stream some more Sea of Thieves with my Australian buddy, Scary Jerry Gaming. So we'll have a blast.
Okay. And Paul, anything coming up for you between now and next Thursday that you want to let people know about?
There's some new projects I've got in the works, a new podcast and some other bits. But for me, I would just like to shout out the Action Sturge once again. Next Wednesday at 8 p.m. CST, they've got their Dungeon World campaign, which I'm not in that. I have no part of it, but they put a lot of effort into what they do, and I feel like they deserve that kind of recognition to be shouted out like that. And I know they also come along and watch some of our streams as well, so big shout out to those boys.
Yes, I've watched some of their sessions, and it was pretty fun and very interactive over there. So if you want a fun and lively chat room, they are a fun game to be involved with, because there's, we have a few ways that you as a viewer can influence the game by sort of giving advantage to players and stuff, but they do a lot of other things on some of their streams where there's a lot more ways that the viewers can influence the game. Over here, we're going to have a few more streams before we're back on next Thursday. Saturday night, we will have our Greyhawk 2.0, where we're doing second edition Greyhawk Saturday nights. We're right now in the early stages of the original Temple of Elemental Evil, where they are exploring the old moat house. Then on Monday, we're actually doing a viewer request for Monster Monday. So if you go over to the YouTube, or if you join us on Monday nights on Twitch for Monster Mondays, you can request a monster. And one of the folks who subscribed on YouTube has actually requested that we look at the Oni, the history of the Oni, which are the ogre magi from older editions. They are ogres that have spellcasting ability. So we're going to be looking at them this coming Monday. And then we're not having our Sunday game because I have a conflict. And then next Thursday, we will be back for session 47 of the Sword Coast Chronicles. And we will see what befalls the party then. They'll kind of figure out where they want to go, what they want to do, whether they give a hoot about this Circle of Eight or not, or whether they just want to go try to kill a vampire. So we will see what happens there. All right, everyone. I have been DM Galabond. This has been Sword Coast Chronicles. I'm going to go take a look and see if we can find somebody from Game Rebel team that is streaming right now. If we can, we will see what they're doing. Okay. Oh. Okay. Southern Belle is streaming Dead by Daylight. So let's go ahead and read her. Okay, and Everybody have a great week. I hope we will see you back, and hopefully by this time next week, I'll be back in the cool. Take care, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
See ya.
Hell of a